Greetings, human, and welcome to The Real Deal. My name is Optimus Prime, and today, in the name of film, we are here to review Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Now, the fourth installment of the series sees Mark Wahlberg replace Shia LaBeouf as a new human character who allies with Optimus Prime here to defend our world. Let's check out the trailer.
I'm gonna ask you this once. Where is Optimus Prime?
You know, we got a rule about messing with people from Texas.
So that was the trailer, and thank goodness Optimus Prime has disappeared and brought back my good friend Amol.
Hello.
Wherever have you been? What is all this Transformers nonsense about?
Yeah, so it's the fourth film in the series. Mark Wahlberg plays this guy called Cade Yeager, who right now, yes, it is the best film name of 2014 as far as I'm concerned. Last year was Stack of Pentecost, this year is Cade Yeager.
Right.
And he plays an inventor who he's hunting for junk to refurbish, and he finds Optimus Prime, who has been in hiding from the US government because the US government a shady guy from the US government wants all Transformers dead.
Okay.
And then meanwhile, we've got Stanley Tucci's character, who's also an inventor, who has sort of picked up all the scraps from that Battle of Chicago in the last one to reinvent his own Transformers so that he can sort of have that under human control.
Okay.
And then there's also another character called Lockdown, who's partnering with the shady government. Lockdown is sort of a Cybertronian bounty hunter. And he's sort of partnering with the US government, the shady guys, to sort of take out all the Autobots as well.
Jeez, there's a lot going on. No wonder it's 166 minutes long.
Yeah, a long film, and that's one of the reasons why, this film really needed some simplification. Some of those new elements which they introduced are really, really good.
Yeah.
Like Lockdown is a really, really, really good villain, and he is definitely a big threat, and he's actually voiced by Mark Ryan very, very well. I should also say Optimus Prime, voiced by Peter Cullen, is fantastic in this film.
Yeah, he was here just a minute ago.
Yeah.
Check him out.
Yeah.
I have to ask. Yeah. Okay, actually, I have to confess. I loved the first Transformers. It doesn't beat the 80s ones, I have to say. But I loved the first Transformers, but I hated the second. So I have not watched the rest of the franchise. Okay. So why should I return to the Transformers franchise, or should I not?
I believe you should. The main reason I would say, if you have watched all the Transformer films, then you would know that when it comes to action, they are pretty much, the spectacle level is high. Yeah. And in this one, it is high again. There's a lot of action in this one. There's car chases between robots. There's even just humans fighting amongst themselves, which is shot really well. At the end, it's been heavily advertised, if you've seen the trailers, that they are robot dinosaurs in this one, that Optimus Prime rides. There's one final scene where Optimus Prime basically...
Spoiler?
Oh yeah, sorry, thank you. But let's just say I was geeking out and squealing. I'm a huge Optimus Prime fan, so they place a lot of focus on him, and it's really interesting what they do with him, because in the comics and the cartoons and everything else, he's portrayed as a very sort of benevolent leader, and he sort of always wants the best for humanity and tries to protect us. But in this one, it shows a bit of a darker side to him, and it's a bit warranted, because if you've seen the other Transformer films, you know that humans, they always only have the Autobots help in the last resort sort of thing, and they're sort of in this one, they're not being kind to Autobots without going into spoilers in this one, and Optimus Prime's a bit angry.
But there will be a lot of people who will go in with a preconception of A, this is a Michael Bay film, so I know what I'm going to get. B, that they'll think that this is all style over substance. And C, it's probably something that they've seen 3 times before. What is different? Oh, stumped you.
No. I would definitely say there's still a bit of style over substance, but I would say that the substance is better this time around. What substance there is better. And the human cast also, I think, for me, I prefer Mark Wahlberg to Shia LaBeouf any day, and he's very capable. I would say that there's a romantic subplot between Mark Wahlberg's daughter and Jack Rayner, which is very superfluous and doesn't need to be there. That's another thing that could just be cut out, the 165-minute runtime.
So we cut out Megan Fox, we cut out Shia LaBeouf, we should just cut out the new characters.
But, if you are, I don't think, if you are a skeptic, or if you're not a fan of the Transformers series already, you're not going to have your mind changed by this film. But if you liked the previous installments, then I think you're going to find a lot to like in this one as well.
Okay, so Ramon, that's the real deal on the film. How many stars are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it 3 stars out of 5, which is a recommendation. I saw it in IMAX 3D, which is definitely the format which I'd recommend. It looked unbelievable, as it always does. The aesthetics of this franchise are just amazing, and ILM, who did all the special effects work, have really outdone themselves. So 3 stars.
So, besides the return of Optimus Prime here, who is your favourite movie robot? I don't know. Johnny 5, maybe, for me. Who do you think, other than yourself?
Besides me.
Besides you, of course.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, okay. Well, we want to know who your favourite movie robot is, so make sure you leave us your comments on our YouTube page.
Human, my name is Optimus Prime, and I send this final message. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, tweet at The Real Film Show, and follow our brand new blog, TheRealDealOnFilm.com. And do it now.
You heard him. Thanks for watching.